Everything looked great. They, yeah, basically this is just a baseline anyways, but she just confirmed my endometrium looks good, and then she measured my lining, and then they'll measure again next week, next Wednesday. So okay, so I wanted to go ahead and get you guys kind of caught up. That's the purpose of this video. Caught up to where we are as gestational carriers. So you've heard me before say surrogate. You probably heard that term several times, but you may not have heard of gestational carrier. So a gestational carrier is what you would consider what I'm doing. So they are going to transfer an embryo. So it's the intended parent's egg and sperm created into an embryo, and right now it's frozen. So they will do what's called a frozen embryo transfer. So I just wanted to give you kind of a definition of what that meant. I will probably just say surrogate just because it's easier and people kind of get the idea of what that is. But how I got started, I shared a little bit about how I felt like the Lord was placing it on my heart. And so yeah, I felt like it was something that I wanted to pursue. I love being pregnant, and I have easy pregnancies, so I just figured I would pray about it, talk to Justin, and decided this was something that we would do. After researching and talking to another surrogate, met this surrogate through a Facebook group, and she told me about the surrogacy agency called Village Surrogacy, and they have been awesome. They've been so helpful through this whole process, so kind and encouraging, and I would encourage you to reach out to them. They're in Raleigh, North Carolina, if this is something that you think you might want to do. So after we got started with them, one of the first things that they do is they give you a questionnaire, and they want to get to know you and want to get to know the type of intended parents that you would like to be a surrogate for. So after giving them specific characterizations that we were looking for, they found a couple for us, and we met them via Zoom. It was a really good experience meeting with them. We chatted and talked, and got to know each other. And before the end of the call, we were both like, "This is it. You are the ones." And we just felt like they are who the Lord was putting in our lives to do this for. They're so sweet, so kind, and we just knew that this was the couple that we were going to do this for. And since then, even on their end, they said that it's gone faster than they expected it to go. It's gone faster than we expected it to go. So I just felt like the Lord is just opening doors for this to happen, and it's just really cool how it's all played out. The next steps that we took to get to where we are now, after meeting with them and getting approved from Village's requirements, I had to get blood work. Justin and I both had to get blood work. They had to go through my pregnancy history, so they needed to get all of that. Then I had to have a saline ultrasound, and what that was is just to make sure everything's working properly for me. And then we both had a psych eval, and so for that, it was a 2-hour conversation with a psychologist for me by myself. She asked me a bunch of questions about my family, and asked me why I wanted to do this, how I got started, how I came to it, and so went through all that. And then Justin had to be evaluated for 30 minutes, and then we both were evaluated together for 30 minutes. So a little bit of a long process there, but we obviously passed and moved on to the next phase, which was legal. So again, filling out another questionnaire based on, or asking questions about what we desired for this pregnancy and different things like that. I'm not going to completely go into that. It was a 60-page document. Wasn't that much fun to fill out, but it obviously was something that needed to be done. So we did all that, got all that done, and now we are on to the next step, which was today I had an ultrasound, to have them measure my uterine lining. Basically, that is just giving them a baseline of where to start, because tomorrow I will start estrogen, and what estrogen does is it thickens your uterine lining to prepare your uterus for transfer. So they just need to be able to measure. So I'll start taking estrogen tomorrow, and then in a week I'll have another ultrasound and they will measure again, and so they want to see it thicken by so much, and then that means estrogen is doing its job. So then we'll move on from there. A few of you asked some questions, so I'm going to go ahead and answer those. Do I plan to pump for this baby? That was something that I asked the bio mom, which in the surrogacy world they call them intended parents, so the intended mom, intended dad. So it is something that I asked them, but with them living in Raleigh, they just find that it would be easier for them to do formula. So it's their choice, and that is awesome. It's in the best interest of them and their family. So I haven't decided if I will pump. Yes, I did breastfeed all of my kids, and it was a wonderful experience. However, it wasn't the easiest for me. It was just something I kind of pushed through and did love it. But again, it wasn't something that came super easy to me. So I'm not sure if it's something that I will do and give my milk away or not. It's just still something I'm praying about. Do I plan to let the bio parents in for labor and delivery? That is something that we are still kind of talking about. I say yes. I want them to be in there because I want them to be able to be the first ones to hold their baby and see their baby when she's born. They already know it's a girl, which is crazy. So, however, it's something I'm going to talk to my doctor about. I would request that I'm all covered, and so if that's something that she can do, then yes, I'd love them both in there. If not, we'll figure it out. How many embryos will they transfer? They will be transferring one embryo at a time. We are praying and hoping that this is the only one that they transfer. How do I see surrogacy as a godly pursuit? One, this is something that I feel like the Lord has put on my heart. And after prayer and conversation with Justin, we were both just given peace about it and felt that Lord would open up doors for it, then this is something that he wanted us to do. And a verse that Justin keeps going back to is John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friend. And although the intended mother was not originally my friend, we became friends almost immediately. I mean, she is just amazing. She's gone through so much, and to be able to do this for her and make a new friend in the process has just been such a gift to me. And I don't know, it makes me emotional thinking about it. But I can't wait to do this for her. I know the desire to have a family, and I've had that desire literally my whole life. I always knew I wanted to have kids and be a mother, and I know what kind of gift that being a mother is. And so to be able to do this for her is just it's just mind-blowing that I can even do this for her. So I just believe that the Lord has given me this body, and he's using me as a vessel to bless her, and to help her and her husband create this family who they are also God-fearing. So I know that this child will be brought up in a godly home. So just to be able to do that and to be able to grow the kingdom it's just awesome. So, anyways, I hope you guys are encouraged and feel educated by this. Again, if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know. Be sure to subscribe to follow along on our journey. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them in the next video. Thanks for watching.